Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear. We are working on The Two Gentlemen of Verona, and we get to hear from a lady today. We get to hear from Silvia in Act 4, Scene 3. So Silvia is in love with Valentine, but Valentine was banished, and the hope, at least the men were hoping, that with Valentine gone, she would fall for either Thurio or Proteus. But she has done neither because she's a woman and she loves who she loves. So she's still in love with Valentine. And she, in no uncertain terms, has said that she wants nothing to do with Thurio. And in even less uncertain terms, has said that she wants absolutely nothing to do with Proteus. She did agree to give Proteus like a picture of her so that he can talk to it instead of talking to her. And Proteus' former love, Julia, was there and oversaw that whole thing, so she's feeling kind of crappy right now. But anyway, today in Act 4, Scene 3, we are at Silvia's place, and a knight named Eglamour he kicks off the scene standing outside her window, and he's like, this is where she told me to be, I think, like, hey, Silvia. And we get to have another bit of a balcony scene, but this is a little bit different of a balcony scene. He's like, you wanted me to show up? And she's like, yes, I need to ask a favor of you. You know, I've heard great things. And he's like, you know, what do you need? And Silvia says, oh, Eglamour, thou art a gentleman. Think not I flatter, for I swear I do not. Valiant, wise, remorseful, well accomplished. Thou art not ignorant what dear goodwill I bear unto the banished Valentine, nor how my father would enforce me marry vain Thurio, whom my very soul abhorred. Thyself hast loved, and I have heard thee say, no grief did ever come so near thy heart as when thy lady and thy true love died, upon whose grave thou vowedst pure chastity. Sir Eglamour, I would to Valentine, to Mantua, where I hear he makes abroad, and for the ways are dangerous to pass, I do desire thy worthy company, upon whose faith and honor I repose. Urge not my father's anger, Eglamour, but think upon my grief, a lady's grief, and on the justice of my flying hence, to keep me from a most unholy match, which heaven and fortune still rewards with plagues. I do desire thee, even from a heart as full of sorrows as the sea of sands, to bear me company and go with me. If not, to hide what I have said to thee, that I may venture to depart alone. So what she's doing here, she's appealing to Eglamour's honor as a knight in her father's court, and also to his brokenheartedness. He apparently had been married at one point, and his wife died, or at least the woman that he was in love with. I'm presuming it was his wife, but at least the woman that he was in love with died, and he still grieves for her. So Silvia appeals to that as well. She's like, you know what it is to lose someone that you love, and my Valentine has been banished, and my dad wants me to marry this horrible, horrible person. So I need your help to get out of here. She asks Eglamour to escort her to Mantua, where Valentine is hiding out. Remember, he's with some outlaws. She asks for him to go with her because it's unsafe for her to travel alone. And she says, if you don't want to do it, that's fine. Just please don't tell anybody so that I can get out of here without any sort of kerfuffle or anything like that. And Eglamour is like, of course I'll help you. Like, how soon do you want to go? She's like, tomorrow night. And he's like, where do you want to meet? And she says, I'm going to run away. I'm going to go to, I believe it's Friar Patrick's cell, because I believe there's also a reference to a Friar Lawrence in this play. So they're all like the same as Romeo and Juliet. But she says Friar Patrick's cell, because I'm going to go as if I'm going to confession, but then she's going to leave from there. So they decide that they will meet at Friar Patrick's cell tomorrow so that they can go off to Mantua, and she will hopefully be safely escorted there. So that's the end of Act 4, Scene 3. And, like, seriously, how do you not like Silvia? How do you not like Silvia at this point? She's just kind of awesome. Anyway, we'll see if she ends up with her lovely Valentine or not. What do you think? Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow for more. Mwah.